Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we are going to talk about lesson number 8, C'est delicious from the book Idées 2. So for this book, we have volume 1 and volume 2. So the text is a little different. So we're not going to do the text part. Let's move on to the grammar portions. First, we have le verbe en GER, the verbs ending with GER. The verb is manger, means to eat. So in GER ending verbs, all the endings remains the same as we have for the ER ending verbs. We have learned ER ending verbs in the earlier chapters, and this GER ending verb, we have this extra E in no form. Why we write this extra E? To make the pronunciation fluent. Je mange, GE sounds je. Tu manges, il mange, elle mange. But here it is nous mangeons. But if we are not writing E here, so what will happen? It will become nous mangeons. So it will not sound good. Je mange, tu manges, il mange, elle mange, nous mangeons. So it is different from all. So to make the pronunciation fluent, in nous form, we add E. Because in rest of the forms, we have E after G. So we are adding this E. So je mange, I eat, tu manges, you eat or you are eating. Il mange, elle mange, he is eating or she is eating. Nous mangeons, we are eating. Vous mangez, you are eating. Il mange, elle mange, they are eating. So in English, we have, for present tense, we have a lot. For example, we have present tense, simple present tense, present continuous tense. So there are a lot. But in French, we just have this conjugation and this is called the present tense. And these verbs, bouger, nager, changer, voyager, we have the same conjugation as we have for manger because these all are ending with GER. Okay. And if I talk about pronunciation, whenever we have ER at the end, it is pronounced as A. A. So bouger, nager, changer, voyager. And if I talk about the pronunciation of this, it is je mange, tu manges, il mange, elle mange, and this is il mange, elle mange. So the pronunciation of these and these two remains the same. This is nous mangeons and vous mangez. So this is the pronunciation of this. Now, next we have the irregular verbs. The first verb is prendre. Prendre means to take. And next verb is boire. Boire means to drink. This chapter we have the grammar topic of les articles partitive articles that we use with eatables. And these two verbs we use if we are drinking something or if we are taking something, having something. So, je prends, tu prends, il prend, elle prend. Now, what is the difference? What we have here? In singular forms with the je, tu, il, elle, we are removing D, R, E from the last. But in plural form, we are removing, in singular form, we are removing R, E from the end and we are adding S, S and nothing, nothing. That we have the same endings for RE ending verbs. But in plural forms, we are removing D also. And in il and L form, we have double N at the end. And these two verbs, apprendre and comprendre, we have the same conjugation as we have for prendre. Next is boire. Je bois, tu bois, il boit, elle boit. And here we have we, and it is buvons. Nous buvons. We have different spelling here. Nous buvons, vous buvez. Il boit, elle boit. So this is completely irregular conjugation that you have to learn. And this prendre, apprendre, and comprendre have the same conjugation where in the singular form we have regular endings as we have for RE ending verbs, and plural forms there is no D in these, and il, L we have double N. Okay, now let's move on. We have dir and lire. Je dis, tu dis, il dit, elle dit. And nous disons, vous dites this thing. We have to be very careful because in all the verbs, in no form we have EZ at the end. But this verb and another verb is faire verb. Faire means to do or to make. These two verbs has es at the end. So we have to be very, very careful while conjugating this verb, and there means chances of getting this form in your exam. So be careful with this. Next is lire, je lis, tu lis, il lit, elle lit. Nous lisons, vous lisez, il lit, elle lit. So these two are same, but in vous form we have es. Okay, so here we have added extra s in the plural forms, here also. Now next is écrire. J'écris, tu écris, il écrit, elle écrit. Nous écrivons, we have extra v. Vous écrivez, we have extra v. Il écrit, elle écrit. And we have to be careful with the accents. Missing accents or wrong accents will lead you to lose your marks. And next, we have les verbs en IER, YER ending verbs. So this is also ER at the end, but we have Y also. So endings are same as we have for all the ER ending verbs, but instead of Y, we have I, except no and vous form. So whenever we have exceptions, most of the time, no and vous form remains the same as we have for the infinitive form. This is called the infinitive form, and these are the conjugated part. And all the YER ending verbs, we conjugate the same way as payer. So instead of Y, we write I in all the forms except no and vous. Next is les articles partitives, partitive articles. Partitive articles are used to indicate an imprecise quantity, that means some. Okay. For example, elle mange du fromage. She eats some cheese, or she is eating some cheese. Now, we have du, masculine form, de la, feminine form, de le, that is beginning with the vowel, singular form, and de is plural form. So these are the partitive articles. And for your information, these same we have for contracted articles also. But if after this we have some eatables, that is partitive article. But if after this we have places, that is contracted article. So here we have a long list to differentiate between all. Let's go through this. First is article indéfini. Les articles indéfinis. So that is un, une, and des. Un masculine, une feminine, and there is plural. Example is j'ai un sandwich. I have a sandwich. Vous avez des croissants. You have some croissant. So whenever we are talking about something in general, we use indefinite article. Next we have article défini. That is le, la, l'apostrophe, and le. Meaning is the. Je préfère le thé. I prefer tea. J'aime la glace. I like ice cream. So whenever we have the verbs of likes and dislikes, for example, aimer, adorer, détester, and préférer, we use definite articles. Always we use definite articles whenever we have these four verbs. Now, next we have les articles contracted articles. That is O, à la, à le, and o. Meaning is at, in, or to. Generally, whenever we have preposition a and the, I'm writing here, a means in, to, or at. But if we have these contracted articles are when we are contracting preposition a and the with definite article, that is contracted article. Okay, here the meaning of these words is to the, in the, or at the, not at the, in the, on the. It is to the, in the, and at the. And due, de la, and de. The, de, means of or from. So here the meaning of these words is of the and from the. Je vais au restaurant. I'm going to the restaurant. Nous avons le menu du restaurant. We are having or we have the menu of the restaurant. So contracted articles means to the, in the, at the. A and the means into or at, and de means of and from. Now let's talk about partitive articles. So as you can observe that these and these are same. But what is the difference between these two? Meaning of these are of the and from the, and to identify if after these we have places, for example, restaurant, that is contracted article. And here, je bois du lait chaud, I am drinking some hot milk. So we have milk, that is to drink. So this is partitive article, this du. J'achète de la tarte, I am buying some tart. So because we have eatable after this, so this is partitive article. So you should know the difference between these two. Let's move on to the next. Let's see what we have. Now, we have la negation. Okay. In negation, like indefinite articles, in they, and partitive articles, du, de la, and they becomes de or d apostrophe. So you have to be careful with this. Whenever we have indefinite article and partitive articles in negative sentence, it will change into de or d apostrophe in negative form. Je bois du jus. Je ne bois pas de jus. So this du changes into de. Elle a de l'eau. Elle n'a pas d'eau, because O, water is beginning with a vowel, so we have D apostrophe here. Je mange de la glace. Je ne mange pas de glace, because we are framing a negative sentence. De la becomes DE. Ils prennent des tartes. They are taking some tart. Ils ne prennent pas de tarte. So if the word after participative articles in a singular form, if it is in plural form, in any form, we have to change it in DE or D apostrophe. D apostrophe here, if we have after, means if after this we have a vowel. Now what we have next? Indefinite article and participative articles cannot be retained when an affirmative phrase is added after a negative phrase. For example, Luke n'a pas une voiture. Luke does not have a car. Il a deux voitures. He has two cars. Marcel ne boit pas du coca. Marcel is not drinking some coke. He is drinking some juice. So, meaning whenever we have a negative sentence and after that we have a positive sentence, so this article remains the same. And whenever we are converting it into negative form, here it means je bois du jus. I am drinking some juice. But when we are converting it into negative, this de means any. Je ne bois pas de jus. I am not drinking any juice. This de becomes any. Elle a de l'eau. She has some water. Elle n'a pas d'eau. She doesn't have any water. Je mange de la glace. I am eating some ice cream. Je ne mange pas de glace. I am not eating any ice cream. So de, d apostrophe means any when we are converting the sentence into negative form. Next we have words and meanings. And after that, we have this exercise. What we have to do in this? We have to fill in the blanks according to the sentence. So, what are the rules? As I told you that whenever we have aimer, adorer, détester, préférer, we always use definite article. Number one. This is rule number one. Rule number two. Rule number two says if we have negative sentence, meaning if we have no plus verb plus are in any sentence, we have de or d apostrophe. We have just these two options. Okay. Now, with the rest others, we have participative articles. We have to be careful with these things. Now let's do the exercise. Ukla pati deshne for the breakfast. Pati deshne is breakfast. Mari prawn. Mari takes dash cereal. Cereal is in which form? It is in plural form. So what we will write? We will write they. U dash takhta. Takhta is also in plural form, so they is the correct answer. Il ne boit pas. See, we have ne and pa before and after the verb, means this is a negative sentence. And next is not beginning with the vowel, so we have de. Elle prendre. She does not take any tea. Our law, so elle prendre dash coffee. So she takes some coffee. Coffee is in masculine, so dieu. Les amis de Monsieur Martin aiment. The friends of Mr. Martin likes. So, as I told you that whenever we have these verbs, aimer, adorer, détester, préférer, we fill in the blank with definite article. So, what is the correct answer for this? This vin is masculine, so we have le. Il boit dash Porto. Generally, words ending with X are plural, but this is a name of a wine. So, il boit du Porto. They drink some this wine. Il ne boit pas. We have a negative sentence here. We have ne and pa in this sentence. So what we have to fill? We have de or d apostrophe. Now the next word is not beginning with the vowel, so we have d. Tu manges dash d. For eating, we have d. We are eating some rice. Re is rice. Get this next. Okay. Avec dash beyond. Beyond is feminine, so we have dala. O dash omelette. Omelette is beginning with the vowel, so we have the le, del apostrophe. O champignon, o déjeuner. Next is nous prenons. We are taking some fruit juice, and sandwich is in plural form, so we have they. These are the answers of this. So I hope the topic is clear to you. And if you want some more exercises to practice of the same topic, you can comment below, and I will share you the exercises. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what we have. Okay, next we have these verbs. And generally these type of questions we are not getting in our exams. Always we have the verbs in the brackets when we get it in the exam. These are little tricky. We have to make a lot of efforts for this. Now, next we have met ou negative. We have to convert these sentences into negative form. So next we have met ou negative, and we have to convert these sentences into negative form. And if I talk about the rules of framing into negative sentence is, first is we have to write ne before the verb, ne or an apostrophe before the verb, and then after the verb we have pa. This is the simple rule of negation to framing into negative form, and that the things that you have to remember. First of all, just find out the article partitives from all the sentences. What are the article partitives? That are du, the la, the, le, and they. These are participative articles and indefinite articles. That is a in and they. It changes into de or d apostrophe if the word after this is beginning with the vowel. And number 3, rule number 2 is not applicable if there is être verb. So you have to keep these 3 things in your mind before framing a negative sentence. Let's start it now. What I say, my rule is whenever we have these type of sentences, first of all, I just find out all the partitive articles from the sentences. This is partitive article, this is partitive article, this is definite article, and in this, here we have a partitive article. In this, see, we have être verb. So I'm going to underline this so that it will be in my mind when I am translating the sentence into negative form. And in the next sentence, we have indefinite article. definite article, and no indefinite, no partitive, no indefinite, no partitive, and here we have also partitive article. Now, let's start doing this. So, these partitive articles and indefinite articles will change into de or d apostrophe. So, first answer is il, ne, mange pas, de, pas, au restaurant. This is the first answer. Next sentence, tu ne veux pas, and then d apostrophe, because o means water is beginning with the vowel. Tu ne veux pas d'eau, you don't want mineral water. Next, L, N apostrophe. Elle n'aime pas les poissons. This is the answer. Next, again, we have partitive article here. So, form, entrée, Emmanuel ne prend pas de soupe à l'oignon. This is the answer of this. And next, we have être verb. Les crêpes sont délicieux. We have être verb, but there is no indefinite article or partitive article. So, there are no changes in this. If we have être verb and if there are partitive article or indefinite article which doesn't change that, there will be no changes. These are the answers of this. Now, let's move on to the next answers. Next one, Julie ne prend pas de repas léger. Julie does not take the light meal. Next, vous n'adorez, an apostrophe because verb is beginning with the vowel. N'adorez pas le pain au chocolat. And next we have this. L'escolier ne écrit pas dans les cahiers. The schoolgoers are not writing in the notebooks. Vous ne dites pas la vérité. You are not saying the truth. Il n'y a. Y is also a vowel in French. So, an apostrophe. Il n'y a pas de tomates dans le frigo. Now, frigo. If we have the word after this in singular form or in plural form, both we change with de or d apostrophe. Now, I'm giving you one more example. I'm writing it here. I'm writing il mange des. He is eating egg. Sorry, he is eating an egg. No. And second, I'm writing il mange des œufs. Now, in above sentence, I have written in singular form and the next is in plural form. Now, when we convert these sentences into negative form, so il ne mange pas d'œufs. It is in singular form, so that is d apostrophe, and in the next sentence, il ne mange pas d'œufs. It is in plural form. Again, we have d apostrophe because it is beginning with the vowel. So it is d apostrophe always, even though if the word is in singular form or if the word is in plural form, we just write d apostrophe. So we have to be very, very careful for this. Now let's move on to the next question. Let's see what we have. This is a writing skill. Next is coin phonetic. This is buff. O and U is a. It is b, b. Sh, sir, oi. These are the pronunciation of this. Now we have coin culturel, coin culture, and in this coin culture, there is the description of the eatings, means what they eat during the breakfast, during the lunch, in the evening, and at night. Let's go through it. Le petit déjeuner, the breakfast. They have breakfast at 6 to 8 between this time. En général, les Français prennent un petit déjeuner léger. In general or generally, the French people take a light breakfast. Léger is light. Ils mangent des tartines avec du beurre ou de la confiture. They eat some toast with some butter or some jam. Ils prennent des céréales et des fruits. They take some cereals and some fruits. Ils mangent des croissants. They eat some croissant. Croissant is a long French bread. It is here. Ils boivent du café noir. They drink some black coffee. Ou du café au lait or some milk coffee. Les enfants boivent du lait et du jus de fruits. The children drink some milk or some fruit juice. This is about the breakfast, and you should know the timing of their breakfast and what they eat in the breakfast. The like confiture, tartin avec du beurre, so you should know what they eat. Le déjeuner is the lunch. They have the lunch at this time, 12 hour to 14 hour. Le déjeuner est un repas rapide au bureau. The lunch is a quick meal. Rapide is quick meal at the office. À la cantine, at the canteen, ou au restaurant, or at the restaurant. Les Français mangent. The French people eat. Des sandwich, some sandwiches. Des glaces, some grilled items. Ou des salades, or some salad. Les jeunes mangent à la maison ou à la cafétéria de l'école. The children or young people eat at the house or at the cafeteria of the school. Les dimanches, on Sundays, c'est un repas complet. This is a complete meal. Une entrée, a starter, and these are the things that they eat in the starter. A plat principal, a main course, that is viande, poisson, pâte, legume, which is chicken, fish, pasta, or vegetables. Et du fromage, or some cheese. Et ou and or a dessert or a dessert. Fruit, glass, patisserie, they can have fruit or ice cream or pastry during their lunch. Next is le goûter. Goûter is evening snacks. Le soir, les adultes boivent du café ou du thé avec des biscuits ou de la pâtisserie. It is a little blur. In the evening, the adults drink some coffee or some tea with some biscuits or some pastries. Les jeunes prennent du chocolat chaud. The young people or the children take some hot chocolate ou des barres de chocolat or a tablet of chocolate. Now, it's clear finally. Le dîner, at the dinner, they have the time from 19 hours to 21. Les Français dînent ensemble dans les familles. The French people have their dinner together in the families. Il y a rentrée, there is starter. Le plat principal, a main course. Le fromage, a cheese. Et souvent and sometimes, un dessert au dîner, a dessert at the dinner. Les adultes boivent souvent du vin. The adults sometimes drink some wine. So these are the things that they eat and the timing that they eat. And you should know what is petit déjeuner, what is déjeuner, what is goûter, and what is dîner. Now here, à quelle heure? At what time? Où means where. Qu'est-ce qu'ils mangent? What they eat. So here what you have to do, le petit déjeuner, what they eat in the breakfast, what they eat in the lunch and evening and dinner. You have to write down the time that is written here. This is the time. And qu'est-ce qu'ils mangent, and you have to write down the things that they eat. Fromage, dessert, vin, you can write these things. And where they eat these things. These are the things that you have to do on your own by looking above. So this is it for this chapter. Soon I'm going to share another video of another chapter. Till the time, stay tuned, keep watching, keep learning, and if you have any type of questions or concerns anytime, you can comment below. I will definitely reply you and I will help you. So this is it for today. See you in the next class. Bye everyone.